Honestly, I got myself in amazing shape for that fight. I mean, you always have bumps and bruises and little injuries in practice, but I did the things to get myself in tip-top shape. I didn't feel like fatigue was an issue, but I did get caught a couple times and got outclassed in the fight, and I don't like that. You know, I mean, I'm fighting a great fighter, but for me to be outclassed, you know, I got to assess things. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to make any decisions. I know we have the new arena coming to Sacramento, so that's something I'll be very aware of. And you know, that's kind of a dream come true to be in that thing there. So that's something to think about as well. But, you know, I love this sport. I love what I do. I've always loved fighting and combat, and I love to train hard, but I want to be at my best.
Did you feel a little bit off to start with?
I mean, I got to go back and watch the fight. Like Faber said, it's kind of a whirlwind when you're in there, but I didn't feel off. I just knew I make adjustments on instinct, and he was coming really heavy in the first round, so I pushed the pace in the first round too. And I was just adjusting. I mean, I felt fine.
Did it follow the script that was in your mind before this?
I try not to lay out a script except that I want to win, and I'm always looking for the finish. You know, he's got a tough mindset, and I knew going into this fight, regardless what anybody says, when you're fighting him, he's a tough fighter. I knew that. I said that before the fight. Just because I believe in myself and believe I'm better than everybody in the division doesn't mean I don't give credit where credit's due. And he's got a championship mentality, so he's not going to go out easy. Everybody in these fights is tough. When you get to the top 3 of the division, top 5 of the division, you can drop guys several times, and they're never really out of the fight. Sometimes they get more dangerous. So you got to be careful how much you push and where you're at. And I would have liked to get him out of there. That's the only thing. But I got as close as I could, and I did the best I could at that.
Whatever tactics you were using were muting his aggressiveness. What would you say you did overall to do that?
Well, in that first round, I just remember I had a feeling he was going to come out very aggressive early. One, I told him the whole time before the fight, come at me, come forward. Because the first fight we fought, I felt like he backed up a lot more. He was trying to read me more, and I felt he didn't respect my power. I knew that. And so I wanted him to come at me, and he did. And I was able to out-grapple him in that first round, I feel. And I didn't see it. I don't know what happened. I just know that first round I needed to kind of numb out his push a little bit. And then from there I could build up a rhythm and build up a strategy on piecing him up on the feet. So that's just where it went. I had to make adjustments as the fight went on, like I always try to do. And I try to always shut down people's strengths and make them useless to them. I mean, I've heard that name before, but I think that's somebody that Faber manages and collects a percentage off of when he fights, so that would make sense for him to mention him. But I saw him, and I just thought he was one of the new kids on the block. I don't know who he is.
Dominic, question.
You know who he is, dude. You guys got in a Twitter war.
I don't know who he is, man. I just thought that was one of the new kids on the block tweeting me.
Cody Garbrandt's the champ, man. He's a stud. It has nothing to do with anything other than that.
Nothing like you making a percentage off of when he gets good fights?
No, nothing. Trust me, I make my own money.
Yeah, off them, off your teammates, and then they ride your coattails.
I feel like we're at the pre-fight press conference again.
Whatever. Hey, you want to fight the best guys? Trust me. I would like to say I'm the baddest dude in the gym, but you know, this is a sport where reality is reality, and we've got some killers in the gym. I've got guys that have been training me since they're 10 years old that are some of my top training partners that can put it on me. Little guys like Joseph Morales and Angelo Trevino, and these kids have been with me for years. So there's some talented guys, and don't take any. I'm not trying to take anything away from Cruz. I'm just saying,
too. Matt
guys are
Sales,
coming.
Danny Martinez, Wilson Hayes, Jeremy
share
Stevens.
the love. Feels good to share the love, right?
Yeah, it does, but the list goes on. I mean, I can do the same thing, except I don't collect a percentage when I promote these guys. They make their own money.
Come on, please.
Wait,
who's talking?
Inside on my
Look who's
life.
talking, Bisping.
The champ is
Somebody ask
speaking.
Bisping a question so that he can get the love back, please.
One more for Dominic.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
I agree. Hey,